Hello, welcome to this little sketchbook tour. Woohoo! My name is Cy, and I really love living in my sketchbooks. Literally almost always drawing. It's honestly really vulnerable thing to share and speak because I'm such a shy creature. But as much as I am very nervy, I'm also super duper excited to spiel about art and sketchbooks with you. I really adore drawing in my sketchbooks. This one in particular is my first completed little one that I got last winter. I'm a shy little critter, like I mentioned before, but also love to be out and about adventuring like a little hobbit. Socializing has always, it's always been quite challenging for me, but I've always enjoyed being in good company. Like, friendship is one of my favorite things ever. So before getting a little sketchbook, I'd always draw on napkins, usually, or anything I could find. So finally getting a small travel-sized drawing vessel was pretty great and thrilling. Yeah, I now always have one wherever I adventure to. It helps me move and navigate through this world as a hypersensitive person who also likes being around people. I've learned that it's extremely dear and helpful for me to have something to do with my hands and put all of my big feelies into. So with that said, here's our little first sketchbook tour. Yeah, so let's begin the flip through, shall we? I'm gonna have to skip this page, or here, I'll cover my address. I write it on the inside, so if I ever lose it, it can be returned, hopefully. Yeah, here's the first couple of doodly-doos. I actually did lose one of my sketchbooks a while back, and it was really horrifying. It's probably one of the worst experiences ever. My backpack got swiped downtown, and I was being a hooligan with some friends, and sillily left my backpack on this like the sidewalk by this like railing, and yeah, it got snagged, and my sketchbook was in there, a bunch of writing, a bunch of art that was very special to me. Yeah, as it is usually to who's it's and what's it's, us people with sketchbooks and the love for art. It's probably relatable that it's one of the most biggest fears. But it ended up getting returned to me, which was really rad. About 6 months later or so. Yeah, little story time. Yeah, stoked that the sketchbook got returned to me. I was a very lucky ducky. But yes, here's the first couple pages. I really adore creatures, cute beings, animals, and bunny hugs. I also love cabins and the forest, so there's gonna be a lot of that in here. Little cloudy dude. Yeah, just like hooded creature beings. I really they love drawing them. They bring me a lot of comfort, honestly. I will admit that I struggle with anxiety and like social anxiety and depression and all that fun stuff. So any comforting thing, any reminder that life is playful and cute. That's kind of what I'm going for when I draw these dudes. They just bring me a lot of comfort. Yeah, a little flower guy smoking a cigarette. Portal. Portals are also really enjoyable. I got some highlighters from the dollar store and added them to my collection. I really love art materials that are affordable, accessible, and like simple. You really don't need much, like any expensive art material when it comes to art, I'd say, in my opinion. I do really enjoy collecting art material. It's something that is exciting, and I enjoy collecting it slowly. But in a pinch, the dollar store is a good place to gather the goods, I'd say. I'm gonna cover that because that's not one of mine. And that just some like doodles with friends. This little guy. Coyote called, he wants back his heart. That's from a song by this band called Mountain Man, who I highly suggest you should check out. They're like really pretty harmonies and acoustic music. Very dreamy and ambient. Some writing. I also love writing poetry and writing in my journal. It's like a huge thing that means a lot to me. I think this was in BC that I drew the next bit of drawings. Yeah, I like to make trips to the West Coast whenever I can, either once a year. Last year I made it out there twice, which was really wildly amazing. I have a bunch of friends out there, so just super rad to be able to go and catch up with them and get my traveling fix in, because I really adore traveling, and the change of scenery is always really fantastic and like good for the soul. I need it for my own mental health, I'd say. Rose hips. Love rose hips. I also love drawing creature beings with bindles, like neck hankies. I'm almost always wearing a neck hanky. All these little grumpy clouds. I haven't went through this sketchbook in a long time, so it's nice to revisit it. This little guy, he's in a mood. And some poppies. I really also adore poppies. They're such a dreamy flower, honestly. Some more writing. Scarves. Freaking love scarves. So you'll see the creatures oftentimes wearing scarves as well, adorned. I really like this one. I love drawing like blacked out spaces and then going over it with a paint marker or like a Prismacolor, usually, or I use the white jelly rolls. Yeah, little the tea. Tee. This is definitely a Mori inspired. Miwoo. Can I just make a living drawing and publishing my little silly creations? Is it really that simple? I was, yeah, oftentimes feel lost. It's a cyclical thing that happens, and then I arrive again back at the shores of myself and knowing, seemingly knowing myself better. But what a process, the human experience. Eat soup. Miwoo again. Sobriety. Because it's fun to indulge. Yeah, liquor has always been admittedly a thing in my life that I've used as a tool to navigate the world, and it's so common in regards to what we do as social beings. So it's been definitely threaded into my habituals from like teenagehood onward, on and off. But the past handful of years I have struggled with it in ways where it's just like started to affect my ability to enjoy life and do the things that I want to do and make my dreams happen. It's really impacted my abilities to invest in my visions and my, like, to have the energy to do things. It's really affected that in the past. So the past year I have really come a long way, I'd have to say. Yeah. A little tidbit about me. Yeah, so it's definitely still in my life, but I am practicing sobriety and am seeing so much beautiful results from it. It was a challenge to rework my relationship to it and my relationship to substance in general. Yeah, that's a whole can of worms that I could maybe talk about more in another video. If y'all are interested, let me know. But yeah, it says sobriety equals clear head and heart, more energetic capacity for family and friends and community and self-care, efficiency, optimal health, lowered tendency to indulge in shit attitudes and habits. Yeah, just like perpetuated my depression so badly. Yeah. Better habits in general, money saving, hell yeah. Because it's so expensive. It's such an expensive habit. Enhanced lifestyle, aru, and quality of life. So yeah. It's funny. I was like, yeah, it's cool sketchbook tour, and now it's kind of turning. I didn't really know what this would entail, so we're in this along for this ride together. Keep it simple, dimple. That's a huge thing to remember in life as well. keeping it simple. I really like this one. It's cute. Little sparkly heart sticker. Yeah, I also really love clouds. The cloud aesthetic is so pleasing. This is a funny one. It's a bit different. Yeah, lots of poems. I'd read them, but it feels very vulnerable to share my poetry. Maybe someday I'll work up the courage. I definitely want to make poetry zines, and this is my partner's little sigil, symbol, like art. Yeah. My beings are also grumpy as all heck. A little sticker from Bunny's Kitchen. Shout out to Bunny's Kitchen in Victoria, BC. They're a sweet little amazing coffee shop run by, oh dear, by Bunny. Yeah, I was gonna say I forget their name, but Bunny, they're a radical human, and there's a bunch of sweeties there. It's like a anarchist cafe. Some tattoo stuff, supplies. Yeah, Bunny's Kitchen. Best breakfast sandwiches. Some good times. Stay playful, BB. This is my garden idea, or like what I wanted to have in my little garden last spring. And I actually had some herbs and tomatoes, and what else did I have? Some green onion. Yeah, I had some stuff growing. It was my first time planting. I just bought some plants from the supermarket and got some soil and some buckets and some planters and put everything in. It was a lovely afternoon of just doing that. So yeah, it was good times. I learned a lot. It wasn't entirely successful, but ain't that just the way? Beach day. I'm so excited for swimming. Last summer, I went swimming a lot, and it was really, really great. I can exist in water forever. Like, I can swim for hours and hours, and it is the most rejuvenating, refreshing thing. I love being in water, and I love hanging out by water, and it's probably one of my favorite forms of exercise, like swimming and walking. I really, really love walking as well. So, but yeah, I'm very excited to swim, which is so nice because I have always felt weird in, my body in swimsuits. And last summer I just got like a pair of ޮ.cyô.gsmå shorts, like spandex shorts and a black tank top, and that was fine. I was just like, this is the comfiest swimsuit ever, and it wasn't even an official swimsuit. So, discovery. My BF is so cute. Gross, Sai. Stop it. Just kidding. Some silly drawings from friends. My buddy John's dog Bolt is the cutest frickin' dog in the whole entire world, and I'm not even just saying that because he's a deer. He's dear to me, but like, yeah, maybe I'll do some vlogs in the future and we'll have a Boltern reveal. Strawberry head. Use this like sparkly gel pen, which is lovely. Yeah, lots of fun. I love gel pens. Adore gel pens. Yeah, I'd love to do maybe a like art supply tour, because there's a bunch of art supplies that I've slowly collected and I just like take everywhere with me in my little bag. I could do maybe a little bag tour as well. That's something that I would love to share with y'all. My friend Zan drew these. They're an incredible artist, and it's nice to have some of their art in here. Yeah, they're a mushroom freak. Their name on Instagram is Buttshroom. Soft. One day at the beach, well, actually it was a weekend that I went camping with some friends, and I randomly started drawing from life, or like wanting to draw a bit more body style or body oriented drawings. So I played around a bit with that. Having so much fun. Reserved, but that's okay. Toot toot. Shout out to all my tooting homies out there. Fellow tutors. Yeah, this is a real mood. Can we all just have our basic needs met? Is that like so much to ask? This is my friend Cullen playing pool, and it's so warped, but I love it so much. Like, I really want to start drawing from life a bit more. We were in this little ice cream shop with pool tables, and in the back there was a full-on arcade. It was like, we didn't even know the arcade existed back there. But yeah, this is kind of an example of being shy and wanting to hang out with my friends, but also needing something to do with my hands. So it's really, really wicked to bring my journal and my art supplies around with me, or my sketchbooks / journal. So my boyfriend Josh calls my taste in music fairy folklore log music. I thought that was pretty freaking hilarious. I had to write it down. This is like a little quick drawing of our backyard. Pretty funny. Yeah, my sister and her friend. See, I love drawing people just like quickly. And they like move too, so you have to like take a picture with your mind almost. But yeah, I remember reading a book. It was like not Harriet the Spy when I was a kid. It was something about this person who could take pictures, like had photographic memory. And so I started practicing that. Like I wanted to have photographic memory so bad. So I like tried to make it a superpower as a kid. I don't know, maybe it worked a little. I think this is a collaboration with my sister, Rebecca. Another collab. Just nitty gritty, janky wanky. Oh my god, I just said wanky, oops. I might bloop that out. Yeah, just real silly creature stuffs. I love this one a lot. And this one. I think this is where I started really kind of transforming in a way. Don't really know how to explain necessarily, but like sometimes, most times when I'm working in a sketchbook, by the end of it is where I can really see certain like growth. Like I love that. So fun. Yeah, doodly doos. Maybe I'll read this one to you just 'cause I like it. It's nice to find your spirit reflected, feel it accurately represented by the twang of a pal's guitar, light of a trailing star, marked beyond fire smoke as it flies, takes a howling rise, and bows to glistening eyes. The echoes of laughter, soft mornings spent with breakfast, coffee, and friends, the way love smells, the sight of hands held, touch of company felt, touch of soft company felt. There's a little poem for you. I won't leave you hanging entirely. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely create zines out of my poems and my drawings, kind of collaborate them together. Don't take yourself so seriously. Frick, that's a good tidbit. Yeah, that's relevant in regards to everything and also making this video, because I just like, just be willing to be messy. You got to start somewhere, right? We're nearing the end, friends. I really like this one. This one. I love soft pink. It's one of my favorite colors, for sure. Yeah. See, it's changing. It's like it's becoming more of itself in a way. I think that's the last one. Last page. And shouts out to Cheyenne Barton. You're a freaking wonderful, delightful human, and probably one of the biggest reasons why I'm making YouTube videos. So, hi. Hello out there. Yeah, cool. and some card. I love playing cards, so there's lots of tallies, points, tallies. Sweet. That is the end of this sketchbook video. Cool beans. Yeah, that's it. That's all for now, my friends. I really enjoyed sharing and making this video and am to the moon excited to make more. Let me know in the comments what you would potentially like to see more of from me. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you mighty, mighty, mighty. Yeah, go out there and do art. Even if it's messy or feels pointless, just remember that it all leads somewhere, even if that somewhere is just a mystery. Art is so good for the soul, and life's too short not to have a sketchbook, let me tell you. And if you are like me and struggle socially, but still enjoy being around folks and friends and comfy company, I highly suggest getting yourself a little handy dandy sketchbook or notebook. This is your life. It really does make a difference and helps so much. You deserve to be regulated and happy, my dudes. All right, catch you on the flip side. Remember to like and subscribe and click on the bell to be notified of when another video goes live. Cool beans. Love you. Appreciate you. Till next time, take good care, pals.